About to get this party started, folks. Hold on. All your horses. Get this party started, man. Y'all know what time it is. Back once again for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday or Wednesday night. You trying to make it over the hump. You done got over the hump. All good vibes this week. Thank y'all for tuning in. The live chat is always open. We live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We're going to get everybody a little time to check on in. And we're going to get this show started. Once again, the live chat is wide open. Y'all know what I represent, reality, music, entertainment. Make sure you scan that code right there on the top of the screen. Support the movement, man. Right there, that barcode right there. Check out the reality, music, entertainment, official merchandise available on that website. Grab your hoodie, t-shirt, cap, beanie. Whatever you need, all accessories, phone cases, shower curtains, towel sheets, everything official. Reality, music, entertainment gear. Y'all support the movement, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Enjoying your life. Living life to the fullest. You know that's what I preach. Everybody live life, man. Live life with no regrets. That's what it's all about, folks. Don't never let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody talk you out your dreams. Only you know what you're trying to accomplish. Never let nobody interfere in that. You know what I mean? Keep your head to the sky and keep pushing. Live life one day at a time. Just make sure you watch how you move. All it takes is one mistake to throw your whole life away. You know, that's what I preach. We have to understand that, folks. But we're going to get this party started in a minute. Y'all grab a snack. Fix you a cup. Do what you do. Shout out to everybody out there tuning in. I appreciate y'all for always showing love and support. Make sure we got everything hooked up right. And then it's takeoff time, y'all. Let's get this sound right, man. So we can take off. Man, it's playing around. Oh, y'all know how technology is. We about to get this party started on the Wednesday night over here on South Florida, East Coast. Down south, West Coast. North, South, everybody check in, man. It ain't where you're from, it's how you come. If y'all ain't checked out my new mixtape, make sure you go download it. Foolish. Reality, music, entertainment. Shout out to everybody out there, man, checking in. We just getting this party started. Give everybody a little time to check on in, and we're going to take off. Hope y'all having a great Wednesday. All good vibes. We're gonna get the party started in a minute, y'all. Make sure you scan that barcode on the top of your screen up there, man. Check out my official merchandise, Reality Music Entertainment. You see the hat, Real Me. Don't be scared to jump in the live chat, man. Live chat is always wide open. As long as I'm on the air, leave your comments. I will put your comments on the screen. Get this party started in a minute, folks. Number good vibes over here. Y'all know how we get down. Man, let's stop playing and get this party started. Make sure we live streaming everywhere. Everything connected and we can take off. Kay Carson checking in. She said, what you drinking? Nothing but some love juice, a little love potion. That's all. A little love potion. But let's get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of The Foolish Show. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing Reality Music Entertainment. Appreciate y'all checking in with me, man. Hope y'all having a great, blessed Wednesday night over here in South Florida, but it might be daytime wherever you at. Wherever you at. What the love potion consists of. Now, ain't that major. This is just the Long Island iced tea, really, to be honest with you. But we're gonna get this party started tonight. So tonight's topic, this is how we're gonna start it off tonight, folks. Tonight, we're gonna talk about being independent. What is it to be independent? When you're being independent, that means you're not dependent on nobody. You're doing basically everything on your own. You're not expecting any handouts. See, a lot of people scream they're independent, but they're not. Because a lot of people still looking for handouts. That's not how it goes. To be independent means to not depend on others to survive and live. You're able to get what you want on your own. But all that is a process, because we're all born on this earth. You have a mom and a dad, which if you have a good one, they take care of you. If you have a real good one, they might try to spoil you. Then you have to realize once you get older that life doesn't work like that. Because then when you get a certain age, everybody starts giving you, and then you have to give it on your own. Now you have to leave the nest and go fly away and survive in this real world. And a lot of people cannot do that. A lot of people always screaming independent, but they're really not. You have all these women saying, I'm independent, but they still asking them, all these men for money and demanding money. You got a lot of these dudes saying, I'm independent, but they still crawling, crying, asking for mom and them to help them. You're not truly independent unless you're able to survive on your own. See, my grandma used to always tell me, you ain't grown until you're paying your own bill. Until you're able to be a provider and keep that roof over your head, that's when you grown. A lot of people don't understand that, because it's not easy. Being independent, being on your own, it ain't easy. It comes with a lot, because you got to put a lot of work in. You got to make sure you got to have enough income coming in to where you can live the way you want to live. And you know, majority of the time, People are not blessed with that situation to live comfortable and live how they want to live, or to get in an occupation that you truly love. Most people get up and go to work every day. They don't like to get up and go to work every day. But they know if they want to eat and they want to pay bills, so they got to suck it up and do it. So what's being independent? What is independent to you? See, a lot of people front like they're independent, but they're really not. Being independent is being able to survive on your own, being able to feed yourself, being able to provide shelter, not looking for any handouts from nobody. Because remember, once you leave being a kid and all that, don't nobody really owe you nothing and they ain't gonna give you nothing. When you grown, they'll sit there and watch you starve. They will walk over you before they reach down and help you. You might get some people with a heart that might say, here you go. But for the most part, you're on your own. So you can't sit back and wait for nobody to give you nothing. Nobody don't owe you nothing. So what you got to do is, a lot of people got too much pride. You got to suck up your pride, put that to the side, and get your hustle on. Especially if you got mouths to feed. I don't understand how people can have kids and sit down all day and don't do nothing. If that's not motivation right there, how much motivation do you need? Don't you want to help your kids out? Don't you want to give the kids the stuff that you never had? Most importantly, you want to be able to at least let them eat what they want to eat and have a roof over their head. You don't want to have to live in the car or sleeping on other people's sofa and furniture and all this. But all that takes hard work and sacrifice. You got to sacrifice something if you're trying to get to wherever you're trying to go. And a lot of people don't understand that. Everything comes with sacrifice and hard work. Ain't nobody just gonna say, here you go most of the time. Some people might get blessed like that. You get 1 in 100,000 million people that hit the lottery, but you got a better chance of getting struck by lightning than hitting the Powerball. So don't put all your hopes and dreams into that. Everybody waiting on that, just something to come out the blue to change their life. A lot of times situations got to happen because you're going to have to kick that door down and get that process in motion, whatever you're trying to do. That's the road to being independent. And maybe it don't happen overnight. If you go talk to all the most successful people in the world, go sit down and talk to the billionaires and the millionaires or whoever else you want to name. They'll tell you they didn't get that $1 million. They didn't get that $1 billion overnight. Everything takes time and hard work. You have to build it. You got to build to wherever you're trying to get to. You got to put in that hard work to try to set up whatever you're trying to get to. See, a lot of people think life is easy. A lot of people look for sympathy. Once you're grown, man, nobody don't feel sorry for you no more. They will sit there and talk about you first and kick you down. That's why you have to suck it up and go out there and chase it. You got to get your hustle on. I don't care if you get 2, 3 hustles. Especially now. Look at all this technology that we got access to. It's so many ways out here to get cheese. All these people are becoming millionaires off the internet. People are living comfortable off the internet. Pushing content. YouTube cutting checks. Instagram and all them cutting checks. A lot of people cutting checks, folks. So if you want to be independent, it all starts from getting off your behind. Jump off the porch and go out there and make something happen. Because most of the time, opportunities don't come knocking at your door. You got to go knock at the opportunity door. Sometimes you might have to kick it in. Don't get complacent with your life if you want to be independent. See, a lot of people scream, I'm independent, I'm independent. But then the main one still looking for handouts. Then the main one still asking for help. So apparently you're not that much independent. Being independent means being able to survive on your own. being able to make it day to day, whether it's eating, shelter, and everything else that you need, you able to provide that on your own. That's being independent. But it's not going to be easy. Because we all know rent and mortgage, prices going up, the economy. Y'all know what kind of world we're living in. You think it's a game? Go to the grocery store. Bread almost $4 to $5. You can't get chicken wings no more for chicken wing going down there $10, $15 now. It's getting serious out here, folks. It's real serious. So if you think life easy, keep on thinking. That ain't how it goes. That's not how life works. If you want something, you got to strive and go get it. Put your pride to the side, suck it up, and go make something happen. And that's what we got to install in these youngins. Because all these youngins just think, man, I can hit me a lick, now I'll be straight. You're going to be hitting a lick, all right. You're going to be licking in somebody's jail cell. That's what you're going to be licking. A lot of the youth now, they don't have no guidance. So it's the blind leading the blind. Ain't no more role models. So who they going to look up to? All their heroes is the fake rappers who pretend like they gangstering and killing people. That's their hero. Or athletes. But everybody can't be LeBron James. Everybody can't be Odell Beckham. Some might make it out, but everybody can't. That's why you have to create your own path, find your niche, whatever you good at, and take that and run with it. It's all about believing in yourself. Whether y'all believe it or not, everybody is blessed with a gift. Everybody blessed with some kind of talent. It's just on how you use it. How do you put your talent to use? A lot of people live all these years and days on this earth and never maximize their potential. Think about that. All the time they was here, they never really did nothing that they could have did. So maximize your time here on this earth, folks. Because one thing about it, we always on the clock. And you don't know when your clock gonna stop. And when it stops, that's it. Ain't no tomorrow, ain't no next year, ain't 4 or 5 years from now. That's it. So if we all on the clock, you ain't got no time to waste. We ain't got no time to waste and play around. Each day of your life should be important. Because you don't know when it's gonna be your last. Think about it. A lot of people dead and gone right now. They got up in the morning and they got in their car. They didn't think that this is going to be my last day. We don't know. That's why it's important to maximize your potential. Don't let all your years and days on this earth go to waste. You only get one life. You get one shot at this. One shot. And all it takes is one mistake and you can throw your whole life away. And a lot of these youngins don't understand that. But it's critical. Watch what you do and how you move. If you want to be independent, man, just keep your mind on your grind and stay out the way. Can't get caught up in all this nonsense and beefing with people and making all these enemies. And when you live a drama-filled life, ain't nothing but negativity gonna always come your way. Surround yourself with positive people. Have a positive mind frame. That way you're going to get your blessings. But you got to stay focused if you want to be independent. Now, you got some people that don't never want to leave the nest. Some people want to stay there with mom and them till they're dead and gone. I ain't knocking nobody because maybe mom and dad them need you there. Maybe they disabled and need you in the house. Long as you're not there leeching. If you there helping, salute you. But don't be still leeching off mom and them and you around here 30, 40 something. 20 something, 50 something. It's time for you to get off your behind and go out there and put to use what mama and all them taught you. Them survival instincts should be able to kick in. Told you, they always told me you're not grown until you pay your own bills. Till you bring home the bacon. Till you're able to feed yourself and provide for yourself. A lot of people might hit 18, 21, but they still ain't grown because their mind ain't grown. They still childish up here. Right up here. K. Carson says, so true. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. A lot of people think they grown, but they ain't grown. Because you're still immature in your mind. You don't understand that the key thing is you got to be able to survive without mama them. One day, mama them going home to glory. What happened when mama them dead and gone? You gonna give up on life? You gonna sleep on the side of the road? What you gonna do with yourself? You can't think mama and all them just gonna be there all the time and say, here you go, I got you. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. You can't always run to people. Sometimes they'll come through for you. We understand. A lot of us sometimes we get in the jam. Something could have happened. Somebody hacked your bank account. You spent the last dime you had. Sometimes you might have to ask for help. But when you constantly doing it, you ain't getting nowhere. You can't do mama them like that. You got to get to a point where you want to reward mama them. You should get to that point where mama, I'm going to look out for you. I don't want nothing from you. I'm going to look out for you now. I don't want you to work no more. I don't want you to work as hard. Daddy, y'all chill out. You should get to the point where you want to be like that and reward them and pay them back for everything they did for you. For all the sacrifices that they did. But instead, guess what we do? When people mature and get older and get up there in age, guess what we do? We turn our back and we turn our back on them. We take them and we put them in the old folks' home and never go back and see them. You don't forget all the sacrifice that mama them did for you though. Now, if they get where they can't wipe themselves, now you don't want to wipe mama them. You want to wipe your mama them butt. But how many years they don't wipe your butt when you was a kid? Y'all think about it. When you get a certain age, even at jobs, what they do? They push you to the side. They quit to throw you out the way. They don't care about what you done contributed and all the sacrifices that you done made. Sometimes your own kids do the same thing. As soon as you get to a certain age, you get old and you can't do that for yourself no more. They just throw you to the side, put you in the home and forget about you. I don't understand that, folks. Because they're going to show you right there that we feel in the world that nobody has no more values. We don't value nothing no more. Anything goes. And that's scary. That's a scary world to live in when you get a whole bunch of people that just selfish and don't give a damn about them but themselves. That's a scary situation. And you wonder why this world don't never get no better and elevate. Just look around you. Everybody for self. You ain't got it. Back in the days, grandma and them could leave their doors unlocked. We can go outside and get on the bikes and ride to a whole nother city on our bicycle. Now you scared to let your kid go out that door. They can get kidnapped, ammo alert. Then on top of that, guess what? You got Junebug them riding by shooting, doing drive-bys. Guess what they always told me? Bullets ain't got no name. A lot of these kids getting caught up in the crossfire. They even shooting at the damn parks. I don't get it, folks. I don't know where we headed. But we got to get it in gear. Because I feel sorry for the next generation. And it might not be no next generation. Because if we don't stop, we're going to be extinct. We is our biggest downfall. We can't get our own way. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all know I get passionate about this stuff, man. Because I'm tired of seeing the kids. It brings tears to my eyes when these kids be on t-shirts and they ain't even live to see 16, 17. They ain't really get a chance to even see what life is really about. For making the wrong choices or being around the wrong people or just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Y'all got to make sure you be accountable for all your actions and watch the company you keep. Everybody ain't your friend. Sometimes your friends is the main ones that's jealous of you. They don't even want you to elevate. Soon as you get something, they in competition with you. You go get a car, they gonna try to get a car. You go get another outfit, they going to get an outfit. You go buy your new hat, they gonna get you. You can tell who the ones who are competing with you. That ain't your friend. A friend supposed to be there and show love and support. Not competing with you or trying to pray for your downfall. That's why you got to be careful. When you're hanging around a group of people, everybody always talking about my clique and my gang and all that. Every clique has a snitch. Every clique has a Judas. If somebody in that circle ain't right. Every time you have a whole bunch of group of friends, think about it. It's one person. It's one sour apple in that bunch. That's why I don't hang with cliques. I don't hang with a whole bunch of people. Hey, all my homeboy. I ain't got all no homeboys. For what? It's hard for me to trust one person talking about a whole group of them. Be careful the company you keep, folks. But back to what we were saying on the main topic, being independent means putting in work, staying true to what you believe in, chasing your dreams till you get to the point where you want to be. I'm not going to sell you the dream and say, yeah, it's easy. You can do it. It's no problem. Life ain't easy. Life is like a roller coaster. How many of y'all done been on a roller coaster? Y'all know how a roller coaster go, right? You have ups and downs. That's life. You got to take the good with the bad. Sometimes life going to make you cry. Sometimes life going to make you smile. But you got to take the good with the bad. Keep pushing and thank God for another day. That's all we all can do. Come up with you a plan, a blueprint. Ask yourself, what are you trying to achieve? What do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years if you here? Because remember, we just said earlier, tomorrow ain't promised. There ain't no guarantee you're going to be here. But if you live to see it, what do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years? Come up with you a financial plan. And make sure you put something up for a rainy day. Because you'll never know what's going to happen. Well, you might have to go in that stash. We all know it be things happen all the time that you don't plan on. Or you might want to take a little vacation. Or something done came up on your car. See, being independent is hard work. You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm independent. Don't work like that. What are you doing to be independent? What work are you putting in to make sure you're able to eat and survive out here? Because it ain't getting no easier. The economy keep going higher. Rent going up. Gas always up. Food going up. Man, shout out to Jose Martinez checking in. He says, show right. Shout out from Houston. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. That's why you got to have a game plan and you got to be independent in your way of thinking. You got to live for you. See, a lot of people try to keep up with the Joneses and worry about what everybody else. You got to make sure you good. You got to make sure your bills paid. You got to make sure you got food on your table. You can't worry about what John them doing. You can't worry about what Sharika them doing over there. You can't worry about Lizzie and Lil Chris them down the street. You got to make sure you got food on your table. That's where people get in a lot of trouble. They always pocket watching. You watching everybody else's pocket. You need to watch your own bank account. Make sure that you living in a good situation. Because all you're going to be doing is on the internet watching everybody else ball while you still stuck in your situation. You're going to be scrolling, looking at everybody else's life while they living it up to the fullest. And you sitting down looking in your phone while everybody else living their life. Don't be just a spectator, y'all. Get out here and make something happen. If you want to be independent. If you don't, hey, show life. Who am I to tell you what to do with your life? That's your life, right? But remember what we said. We ain't got that long here on earth. So what you going to do with your time here? You wasting it? You throwing it away? What you doing? How are you going to live? Time is ticking. Because this is how I see it. You either here to help this world become a better place, or you're here to help destroy it. Which side of the fence you on? Y'all here to help or destroy? Because right now we need more helpers. There's enough people trying to destroy it. All you gotta do is go to social media. There's something going viral every second. Somebody shooting somewhere every other day. Something don't happen to somebody. So you ain't got to look forward to see the destruction. But where's the positivity going to come in? When is people going to start helping again? When is love going to take back over? Because all I see is hate. Everybody hating on each other. Everybody competing with each other. My chain costs more. I got more cars. I got more money in my bank account. I got more money credit. I got more credit cards than you. My kids got name brand on. My baby got the new iPhone. This. Everybody's in competition. Ain't nobody worrying about it. Let me get my life right with God, or what's gonna happen to me when I die. Because we so caught up and wrapped up in what we got right here on earth. You forget that you ain't gonna be here forever. A lot of y'all don't take the time to think about that. You think about everybody. Y'all ever thought about this? You plan for your wedding, you plan for your birthday parties, you plan for everything, but nobody prepare for when you're gonna check out, do you? You don't sit and think about death and what's gonna happen and where I'm gonna go. Because everybody think they're gonna live forever, which we all know that's not true. You're not here forever. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, man. When you come on the Foolish Show podcast, I give it to you straight. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't put no chaser in it. You're going to get it straight. I ain't here to gossip. All this he say, she say. I don't care what celebrity sleeping with who got beef with who. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, folks. If you want to be independent, then you got to check yourself. And you got to get your hustle on. You can't sit around waiting for something to happen or something to fall out the sky. You got to get out here and make something happen for yourself, especially if you got other ones that's dependent on you. When you got other mouths to feed, ain't no time to sit around and think. You got to go get it. And nowadays, you got to have multiple sources of income because one just won't do it because everything's so high. That's why you see a lot of people now just doing all type of stuff on the side. I don't care if they wash cars on the weekend. They might sell their little drinks. They might whatever they make and sell it. I ain't hating on you because you got to get it by any means necessary. It's called survival, folks. Why you think they only say that strong survives? You got to be strong to survive. You got to be able to withstand the storm because you're going to go through a storm. But one thing about the storm, they always told me it don't rain forever. The rain got to stop. Sooner or later, the sun will shine. My mama and grandma used to always tell us, trouble don't last always. But you got to weather that storm. You got to make it through. You got to believe and have faith in God that He's going to get you through anything. Because the devil going to test you. This is the devil's playground. Y'all can't tell? I'm going to tell you again. Go look at social media. Get on your social media if you don't think this is the devil's playground. Go log in and tell me all the crazy stuff you see. And tell me you ain't living in hell right now. You're already in hell. So imagine really going to the real one. If you want an idea to know how it feels to go to hell, I'll tell you what to do. Go get you some gasoline or something or some alcohol. Soak yourself in it and strike a match or a light. And you let me know how that turned out for you. I don't want to experience. But if you want to be independent and live your life, you got to be focused. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from the BS. Focus on your dreams and believe in yourself. Don't never let nobody tell you what you can't do. So a lot of people always gonna tell you, nah, why you doing that? You wasting your time. That ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna. How many people done became successful and all these people done doubted them? So it's not about other people, it's about what you believe. And if you believe it and you put your heart into it, you can achieve. But you got to put your heart into it and you got to do research. Whatever you're trying to do, research it. Learn all the information you need to learn about it. The goods, the bads. Then once you do that, you know what steps to take. Study the ones that did it the right way before you and became successful. Study their blueprint. Never be afraid to ask questions and ask for help. Ask for knowledge. That's another problem. We always think we know everything. We think we know it all. Never want to ask nobody for no help. We don't know everything, folks. Nobody knows everything. Don't be afraid to ask something if you don't know the answer to. I don't care what age you is. You get some people get a certain age, you can't tell me that. That's a lie. As long as you here, you can always learn something. Nobody don't know it all. I don't care what your age is. That don't mean you know everything. People tell you quick, I'm grown, you can't tell me nothing. You don't know everything. Nobody does. Don't be afraid to take advice sometimes from people if they're trying to steer you in the right direction. Now, if they're just trying to be in your business and just want to have an opinion, that's one thing. But if you know they mean good and they mean well, sometimes you can listen to people. Because I might be telling you, hey, man, turn around. Don't go that way. Don't drive down that road. But you might want to say, I don't care. I'm going to go down that road anyway. Now, if you go down there and crash out or your tire blow up or you hit a wall, don't say I ain't tell you. Sometimes people be trying to steer you in the right way. But a lot of people don't want to hear it. I'm grown. You can't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. That's true. You is grown. You can do what you want to do. But I hope you're ready for the consequences that come behind all your actions. Because you make all the wrong moves, there's consequences that come with all that. However you move, just be prepared for what's going to come with it. But it's on you. But y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, man. We live right now on the Foolish Show podcast. Live streaming on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. The live chat is wide open. Y'all don't be scared. Drop your comments. How y'all feel about being independent? What is being independent to you? Is it all about having a big bank account? Being self-sufficient? Being able to take care of yourself? What is in you? Being independent to me is being able to survive on your own. Not being in need of anybody else's assistance. I know sometimes we might get in the rut where we need somebody help. But for the most part, you're able to function on your own. That's what independent is to me. And you got a lot of people that's you think independent that's really not. Because they're still dependent on others. If you want to be independent, then you got to set yourself up for that. Put yourself in a situation where you know I'm stable. You know what I mean? Even if you ain't way up here, at least you know you're stable. You ain't sinking. You ain't drowning. You ain't reaching for help. At least get it where you're stable. That's what independent is to me. When you have ladies, I'm independent. I'm independent. I don't need no man. And then the main one telling you to cash out. Main one asking you to give them money and pay their bills. But you so independent. You got dudes out here, man, I don't need nobody for that, no, this and that. And be the main one, hey, cuz, give me $100, I'll give it back to you about 2 weeks. People be putting on the front, y'all. Especially on the internet. Don't believe everything y'all see, man. Y'all realize everybody's a superstar on the internet, everybody balling. You know that's not real life. Everybody ain't balling. Somebody somewhere struggling. But let everybody tell it they got it good. They're going to show you all their new stuff, and they ain't going to show you when the lights off. They ain't going to show you when the bank account is in draft. So don't get caught up in everything you see on the internet because it's all a gimmick most of the time. People want to put on the image and the persona. And it really ain't what you see. We all know somebody right now that you know on the internet and you be like, I don't know why they doing that because they ain't really like that in real life. I know it's somebody out there right now that can relate. Y'all got a friend or family member that just be putting on Instagram and Facebook and all that, but they ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Just on there, just fronting. Like they on Housewives of Atlanta. Like they in love and hip hop. Sometimes you gotta laugh, folks. A lot of people put on a persona and a false image. And a lot of us fall for it and take the bait and really, ooh, look at that. Ooh, they got this. Ooh, I want to be like that. Ooh, I wish my life was like that. Ooh, I wish I had my house like that. One thing we got to stop doing, y'all got to stop thinking all the time about what you don't have. And you got to thank God for the stuff that you do have. Y'all realize we take so much for granted. We get up every day and your heart's still beating and you still able to eat and you got both of your legs and you got both of your arms and you got all your fingers. But y'all know how we take that for granted? They forget that none of that ain't guaranteed. It's simple stuff like that that we take for granted. You didn't have to be here. God didn't have to bless you with air in your body to breathe. You could have been dead and gone. He could have been put you on the obituary. But you wake up and, I ain't got this, and I gotta go get the new whatchamacallit, and I gotta go, I wish I had that new iPhone. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna pay these lights. I want me some steak, but I can't even afford it right now. We worry about all the material things, but we forget about the small things. There's some people right now in the country somewhere, they got their rib cage showing. They got to walk to a dirty ass lake and drink water full of maggots and worms and alligators and all this here. And you can just go in your refrigerator and open up your cold bottle of water. Y'all don't realize how blessed we are. Y'all don't realize all things we take for granted. There's somebody somewhere that's starving right now that's digging in somebody's garbage can. But you were able to get up and go in there and fix anything you want. But we still complain and we always want more. It's never enough. We need to be thankful for what we have sometimes. We always worry about what we don't have, and I want this and I got to go get this. What about the stuff you do got? Imagine how other people feel if they just had half of what you had. We got clothes that we just let go rotten, mold, and mildew and don't wear them no more. And there's people walking around here barefooted or butt naked. And we take them same shoes and clothes and what we do with it. Throw it in the garbage. That same food that we don't want no more, you might take a couple of bites and what we do, throw it in the garbage. If somebody right now will be on their knees begging to have your last supper. Listen what I'm telling you now. It's somebody in the world that will beg for your last meal. Don't take life for granted, folks. Keep your mind right. Keep your head right. If you want to be independent, it all starts with you and your way of thinking. You got to understand, once you get to a certain age and a certain point in your life, ain't nobody going to give you nothing. And if you want things, you got to go get it. Some people risk it all to go get it. I'm not going to tell you to go risk it all because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth going to prison and throwing away your freedom and giving years of your life away. Remember what we just said, y'all. We on the clock. We don't know how long we on the clock. You don't know how long you got. So you ain't got time to be wasting going to jail and doing all this other stuff when you could be dead and gone. You could die in there. Your last days could be in there in a dirty ass jail cell. I don't want that for nobody. I want everybody to be happy, enjoy their life, and prosper. Being able to elevate. I want your kids and your family to be successful and happy. I want that for everybody. I don't want to see people in a bad situation. But it all comes with choices that you make in life. Some decisions, you got to be very careful. Why you think they tell y'all to walk light out here? You got to be light on your feet. Always have your head on the swivel. We don't know what's going to be next. You don't know who got it in for you. You don't know who don't like you. You don't know who is your enemy. There's somebody that can't stand you right now. They ain't never had a conversation with you. They just look at your picture and say, I just don't like him. I don't like how foolish he act. I don't like how he talk. People find a reason to hate you before they love you. I'll say it one more time in case y'all didn't catch that. People will find a reason to hate you before they love you. Think about that. Let that marinate. And that's sad, right? There ain't no more love no more. Ain't no more true friendship. Ain't nobody riding for each other no more. Everybody backstabbing. You can't put your trust in nobody no more. Even your own family will disappoint you. You think your family got your back and they'll stab you in the back. They'll disappoint you in a minute. They'll be envy and jealous of you. So we basically living in a world where anything goes and you can't trust nobody. So let's add it up. Let me see what that equals out to. Cutthroat. When you add it all up, that means you're living in a cutthroat world. Where nobody don't care about nothing but themselves. That you can't even trust friends or family to even have your back. Because they so wrapped up in themselves. Or they might be jealous of you. Sad, man. It's a sad world that we live in. It's a sad situation that nobody don't want to see nobody elevate no more. That's why we got to start teaching these kids better. We got to catch them while they're young and try to eliminate all this nonsense. Stop letting the internet raise them. Stop letting the streets raise these kids. Y'all need to raise these kids and teach them right from wrong. Bring back morals and principles and values. Teach them about respect. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. May I? Thank you. Please. It's just small things. When you see an elderly person struggling, you go help them. You go hold that damn door for them and let them walk in. You see them struggling with them bags, you go pick up them damn bags and help them people. See, we got to go back to the good old days. When grandma and mama them was here. Because the world we living in now is a damn shame. We got to go to great grandma in all them days. Where everybody looked out for everybody and little Johnny and all of them had to worry about nothing because if Rosa May down the street was there, she gonna bring everybody home. Think about today. You send your kids somewhere, you think they gonna drop your child? I wish they might. I ain't their mama, I ain't their dad, I ain't taking nobody nowhere. Or you can't trust it anyway because they might end up kidnapping. It's a lot of crazy, sick ass people out here, folks. We all know that, right? I'm pretty sure we know that. Can't be trusting all these people around your kids anyway. Not nowadays. Back in the days when great grandma and grandma, yeah. Everybody, it was all love. Everybody had love for each other. Now we living in a world where nobody cares. Everybody's selfish. And look what we get. Just look around. Look around your surroundings. Tell me, what do you see? How many people you see helping somebody? I tell you what, you gonna catch a flat and see how many people pull over and say, oh, man, can I help you? What happened? Let me help you out. You gonna catch their dust first because they gonna fly right past you. Because ain't nobody got no heart no more. And this is what we need to bring back. We need to bring back love, folks. Don't nobody love no more. All I see is hate. You look at the kids, teenagers, they always mad. Always talking about who they gonna kill, who they gonna shoot, who they don't like. Everybody always on social media going off and doing all this cussing and fussing. Everybody always mad and angry about somebody. You sit there yelling at the screen. You going live and screaming and going crazy, yelling at your damn phone. Getting your pressure up. For what? That's why I say it ain't no more love no more. It's too much hate. I don't know where people get all this hate from. Where the hell that come from, y'all? I know life get rough, but God, dog. You got a lot of smiling to be happy sometimes. Everything can't be that bad. But that's the world we live in. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. Don't cost $1, don't cost a cent. Make sure you scan that code on the top of the screen. Check out the official merchandise, Reality Music Entertainment. Grab you some gear, man, and place your order. All you gotta do is scan that code on your phone on the top of the screen, top left-hand corner right there. Support the movement, man. I appreciate y'all. We winding down tonight's podcast. Pretty sure everybody gonna catch it later on or tomorrow when they get a chance. Y'all know how I go. I know people got a life. Everybody ain't just sitting around, ain't doing nothing. Sometimes people got stuff going on. But I appreciate everybody that jumped in the live chat. But just remember, folks, what tonight's message is. You want to be independent. Gonna take hard work, but you gotta believe in yourself. Believe that you can do anything. Believe that you can achieve. That's what I tell you. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody talk you out of your happiness. You know what you want. You know what you're trying to accomplish. So don't let that get in the way of that. People always trying to tell you that. Don't want to see people happy. Don't want nobody to elevate. That's sad. But we gotta live in a world where your own neighbor don't want to be happy. They rather see you struggling and suffer than to elevate. That's a sad situation, folks. If you ask me, it's pathetic. That's why we need to go back to these values. We got to go back to the roots. And it's all about love. Believe in God with all your heart. And spread love. If you do that, you do those things right there, it's hard for you to fail. It's hard for you to hit rock bottom. If you can do those things right there. Keep your faith in God and believe in yourself. It might not happen overnight, but stick to the process. Keep grinding. Keep saving. You might fall down a few times, but you got to pull yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. You can't stay down. You got to get back up. Because that's where they want to see you at. The haters, the devil, everybody want to see you down. You got to climb yourself back up, folks. You got to believe in yourself. Believe, and you can achieve. You want to be independent. It starts with yourself and your way of thinking. You got to understand that nobody owe you nothing. Not a dime, not a cent. You got to get out off the muscle. Whatever it is. I don't care what your hustle is. But you got to go get it. I don't care if you're washing the car. I don't care if you got to do Uber all goddamn gone day. As long as you do something. And try to put you a stash up for a rainy day. I don't care if you put $20 up a month, $50. Put something to the side. See, a lot of people get all this money and then you get your income tax and you want to live like you're a rock star. When you could take up and do something. Think about it. Live like they're a rock star. They're going to buy bottles at the club. They're going to make it rain in the strip club. And by 2 weeks, the income tax money is gone. You know, bought you a couple of designer clothes, everything gone. You ain't did nothing to flip that money. You ain't do nothing to put that money towards something good, or where you can make it, where you can have some kind of income coming back in. But I can't blame most of the people, because guess what? We're not used to having a lot. We're not used to having too much. So when we get some, of course, we ain't gonna know how to act. First thing we're gonna do is turn up. That's why we gotta educate our minds, man. Take your money and flip it. Invest. Stocks. Start getting you homes and flip them and turn them into Airbnbs. Learn about Bitcoins and crypto. We gotta start getting into those, because this is where the future gonna be. In the next 5 or 10 years, that's where all the money gonna be at. We're gonna be lost. You hear what I say we, because I gotta get into it too. But we gotta start learning about stuff like that before we get left behind. How that cryptocurrency and all that works, and Bitcoin. But I think I done had y'all here a little bit too long, or maybe not really. We just over an hour. We had good vibes. Shout out to everybody that checked in. Appreciate y'all. Once again, y'all scan the code right there on the top of the screen, man. Check out the official merchandise for Reality Music Entertainment, man. As you see, I'm rocking the hat right now. Real Me, which stands for Reality Music Entertainment. That's the movement. We got gifts for women, men, children. We got accessories. We got phone cases. We got jackets. We got hoodies. We got stuff for your house if you need shower curtains, towels, sheets, everything official. Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. Just scan that code on your phone right there. Take a picture of that code and go view our inventory. Support the movement, man. Support the hustle. As you see, I always give good vibes. And that's all I try to do, spread love from my hood to your hood, from me to you. Let everybody smell their flowers right now, but they can smell them. Everybody wait till everybody dead and gone, and they talk all this good stuff about you. And, yeah, he was good, and he did this, and he helped people, but they ain't gonna tell it to you while you're here. Start telling people to their face, man. Stop waiting till they dead and gone to say all this good stuff. Tell them you love them right now. Stop waiting for them to go down in the grave for you to say something good about it. Pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I just want to tell you I love you, and how you're a good person, and I respect everything about you. But I appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all have a blessed night. I will be back on the air Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Same channel, same place. Y'all know how I get down. I'll see y'all Friday. Y'all stay safe. One love.